Hello everyone and welcome back. In this video at this time, I am talking to you about how people are making money from the World Cup right now, and this is a critical breakdown. If you know how people are making money from the World Cup at this time, that means you also can position yourself to make money from the World Cup. The FIFA World Cup is not just a sporting event, it is a short-term global economic opportunity window where while billions watch for entertainment, millions of people actively use the tournament as a way to generate income. However, a critical truth must be stated early. Most people who make money from the World Cup do not earn passive income. They participate in attention-driven, high competition, and often temporary income systems. In this video, I'm going to give you a realistic breakdown of how people are actually making money right now from the FIFA World Cup and from other such sporting events. Number one is through content creation, through YouTube, through TikTok, through Facebook, and other social media handles. One of the biggest money streams during the World Cup is content creation. What creators do, they match expectations, they match predictions, they tactical analysis, player comparisons, highlights commentary without copyright violations, reactions videos, top moments breakdowns, how they earn. YouTube AdSense, high traffic is equal to high earnings. TikTok monetization programs where available, brand sponsorships, affiliate links in descriptions. Critical reality, only a small percentage of creators make significant money. Why? Oversaturated content space in the around the World Cup event. So you have to create something that is going to be different from what others are creating, or you create what they are creating and create it en masse, not just creating one and then you go to bed. Now, another reason why only a small percentage of creators make significant money is because of algorithm competition, also because of copyright restrictions on match footage. The World Cup rewards creators who already have audience trust, or strong consistency. Now, apart from those who already have audience, those who are starting their social media pages during this World Cup can use the World Cup to raise the bar and to get traction. Then after the World Cup, they can keep on going. Number two is sports betting and prediction markets. This is one of the most active money flows during the tournament. How people make money. Betting on match outcomes, live betting during games, prediction pools with trends, with friends or communities. Why it grows, emotional engagement, easy mobile access, high frequency matches. Critical perspective, while some people win short term, the system is structurally designed so that bookmakers maintain long-term profitability through probability margins. So, for most participants, this is high risk capital cycling, not stable income generation. Number three is affiliate marketing, hidden but powerful. Many marketers use the World Cup to drive traffic to others, to offers. Common methods include promoting sports apps, VPN servicing for streaming access, betting platforms where it is legal, fantasy football platforms. How this works: create content around the World Cup, drive traffic to links, earn commission per sign up or action. Critical insight, this is one of the most scalable methods, but it requires marketing skill, it requires trust or audience, highly competitive during tournaments. Most people fail here because they focus on traffic, not conversion strategy. Number four is selling physical products, offline business bloom. The World Cup triggers strong temporary demand for physical goods. What sells? Jerseys and football kits, flags and face paint, snacks and drinks, portable TVs or viewing equipment, chairs and outdoor setups. Who makes money here? Street vendors make money, small retailers make money, local distributors make money. The critical reality of this is that this is a volume-based business model. not a high margin one. Profit depends heavily on location, high traffic areas, timing before and during matches, supply management after the tournament. Demand drops sharply, often leaving excess stock. Viewing centers and event spaces is another way to make money during the World Cup. In many countries, especially in Africa and Nigeria, and places like Lagos, Port Harcourt, Abuja, Ilorin, Ibadan, and many other such main cities in the country, and many parts of Asia also, viewing centers become highly profitable. Income sources, entry fees, food and drink sales, sponsored screenings, betting partnerships, informal in some cases. Why this works? People prefer group viewing experience, even though they have TV in their home, they have light in their home, but they want to watch the TV together. Limited access to large screens at home. Then social atmosphere drives attendance. Then in many homes there's no power supply, so they go to the viewing center to view. The critical perspective is that this is a local dependent business, meaning profits are uneven. Competition is high in urban areas. Now, number 6 way people make money during the FIFA World Cup is social media pages and meme accounts. Some pages monetize purely through viral engagement. I've said before, you can create a social media page today devoted to sports and focus now on the World Cup, and then you can, from the content you are creating, you can get it monetized. So some pages monetize purely through viral engagement. The methods: football memes and clips, highlight discussions, fan reactions and debates, viral moment reposting, carefully avoiding copyright issues. If you're going to use go to social media, create account where you'll be showing the football, make sure you have the right, and you don't go against copyright laws. If you do go against copyright laws, you are going to be penalized. Now you see that I'm taking this Martina just because sometimes I'm creating content, my throat gets dried. The Martina did not pay me to drink this on my show, so I'm looking for advertisers should come up on the pay so that I can properly do the advert for them. So viral moment, reposting carefully, avoiding copyright issue. Then monetization, paid monetization programs, sponsored posts, traffic redirection to YouTube or affiliate links. Critical insight: these pages rely heavily on speed of content distribution, not originality. Once the tournament ends, engagement often drops significantly, but engagement for sports will not drop so much because the different Premier leagues will come up, different league matches you see continue, so you can continue with that. While African Cup of Nations, Africa for different places also comes up, La Liga, League and others. Now, the 7th way to make money during the World Cup or during sporting events is freelancers leveraging World Cup demand. Freelancers also benefit indirectly. Services in demand: video editing for football content creators, graphic design, thumbnails, posters, social media management, content writing, live commentary editing. Why demand increases? Surge in content creation during tournaments, brands launching campaigns, media pages scaling production. Critical perspective: this is one of the most stable indirect income streams because it is skill based rather than trend dependent. Number 8 is dropshipping and e-commerce promotions. Some online sellers use World Cup branding for sales. Example: football jerseys, generic or custom, accessories and gadgets, digital products, sports guides, predictions. The strategy: run ads targeting football fans, use urgency, limited World Cup edition in the statements, then promote emotionally driven purchases. Critical reality: many sellers experience high ad cost during tournaments, strong competition, post-event sales collapse. Now we move into number 9 where people make money during FIFA World Cup events: informal economy opportunities. In many regions, especially developing economies, informal earnings increase. Transport services near viewing centers, food delivery during matches, street vending, charging devices, phones, generator, etc. in places where there's no electricity and thereabout, and since people be out of their houses and may not have power bank. Critical insight: these are micro income opportunities, not scalable businesses. Number 10, the hidden truth about World Cup income. Across all methods, one pattern is clear: the World Cup does not automatically create wealth. It temporarily concentrates attention, and attention can be monetized only if you already have a system, that is audience, product, or skill. You act quickly. You understand conversion, not just visibility. Most people fail because they confuse views for income, and views is not equal to income. Some people also confuse engagement for profit. Engagement is not equal to profit. Many people confuse trend participation for business system. Trend participation is not the same thing as business systems. I would like to conclude by making a shout out to Lara Laoye. She is a member of my YouTube channel, and I thank you for being a consistent member over the last few months. And I also thank Amina Idris. She joined my membership recently, and I appreciate the two of you. If you also want to join membership, look at where the title of this video is below the video and look for join, and then click the join, and then you see what you need to do, the step you need to take. It's very, very simple step that can be done within 5 minutes or so, and then you join membership. I get to talk about you, mention your name in my videos like this. I get to there are some videos that only those in my membership can see, and you can also ask me special questions at different times. People are making money from the World Cup right now through content creation, betting, affiliate marketing, physical sales, freelancing, and digital engagement systems. But the critical reality is the World Cup does not create wealth by itself. It rewards people who already understand how to create attention, how to convert attention into structured income. For most people and for most participants, it is a short-term opportunity window. For a smaller group with systems and strategy, it becomes a significant but temporary profit circle. The difference is not in the event itself, but the ability to turn attention into a monetizable system. So, can you turn attention into a monetizable system? Let me know in the comment section below. Until I come your way in the next one, my name is Dr. Olumingade Titun, and I'm bringing you this content right from the Emirate city of Ilorin, where I am based. Let us stay safe, and let's keep praying for our nation, Nigeria, that all this banditry, terrorism, and the like is going to come to an end. Those people who are into it, God, their heart will be touched, they will repent. Both those who are sponsoring them and other things. Nigeria is ours, and we need to believe and trust in Nigeria. Nigeria in diaspora and Nigeria within. Let's keep making effort to make Nigeria safe. Look at South Africa, look at many other countries. Nigerians are being sent back home from America, from Britain, from Canada. Nigerians are being deported. So let's make Nigeria work so that Nigerians can have a home they can truly call home. I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.